Hello everyone, and welcome back to Klein Tuin Zoo, and I can now properly say Klein Tuin Zoo because all the previous episodes I was just building enclosures for private menagerie and just houses and stuff for the estate. But now we're actually putting the zoo in Klein Tuin Zoo. I'm building the entrance way for the zoo. So now it isn't exactly complete. I want to say, like I said before, every kind of episode or two will be a complete stage in the zoo's timeline. So yeah, it's not complete right now in the timeline wise because I still have to figure out fencing, and I think next episode I'll add a few more buildings and maybe another exhibit just to make the zoo a bit more complete before it's actual like an open functioning zoo. But yeah, anyway, for now I just have the entrance up. So you can see I did take that road that was off to the side of the estate. Like I said, it was going to be absorbed into the zoo, and it is. So it's kind of going for like a thing that Johannesburg Zoo's old entrance have. They had the entrance and then there was a long main road coming off that entrance. So that's what I'm going for here. And as for this entrance structure here, the one I'm building in the background, it's taken from Mitchell's Park Zoo. Yes, I took inspiration from Mitchell's Park Zoo, which is a small zoo in Durban. So currently now they only have small animals. Their largest animal I think is a 109-year-old Aldabra giant tortoise, whereas in the past they used to have elephants and lions, but I assume as welfare became a bit more focused in zoos, they had to adapt, get smaller animals because they probably couldn't take care of the bigger ones. Yeah, so anyway, fortunately this probably will be the only piece of architecture I can copy from their zoo, because really I think only the entrance and the some of the gates around the entrance is the only historical structures that are still standing, whereas everything else kind of seems more modern. All the old buildings have been completely taken out. Yeah, but while I might not copy from architectural wise, I might steal from story wise. Pretty much all the story elements I've been adding into the series have been stolen from actual zoos. Yeah, I might steal more from them. Yeah, so while they only have one entrance structure, I'll probably put up a picture of the entrance that I got off Google Maps later on. I'll put it once the finished thing is done in the real-time portion. They have one. I decided to take it with two entrances put on either side of the road just to make it look a bit more open. Yeah, time lapse today is a little short. Reason being, I recorded the first bit and I didn't record the last bit. Yeah, pretty simple explanation, but I'm sorry about that. But we will have real time so I can show you. Just before we go on, this cool upside down gate trick where you make that big archway gate not look as big. It was a very cool trick. I didn't come up with it. It was actually by good old one of the Collado brothers. They also used to make Zoo Tycoon 2 videos and currently now make Planet Zoo videos, so check them out. Yeah, so one of them came up with this cool trick of turning it upside down, and I stole that from him. Yeah, and with regards to transport access for the guests, I'm not quite sure how it would work in this time period, because now I think the year is 1906, because cars are not easily available, commercially available just yet, so there wouldn't be any parking lot. The only transport you'd be able to get your by is ox wagon and, I don't know, horse carriage maybe. Yeah, so there's no real parking lot. I imagine that the zoo would be very close to a major city area or something like that. Like a good suburban area or close to the city, so people could just walk to the zoo. I think because Pretoria Zoo is like next to the city of Pretoria, and then Johannesburg Zoo is kind of in the suburbs, quite close to the city. So yeah, in the past it would have been easier for people to just walk to the zoo, and I imagine that's what would have been the case here. So yeah, so still later on you'll see I'm still using dirt roads and that, but once in the timeline it becomes appropriate to use tar, I'm definitely gonna put put that up, and once cars become available, gonna add the parking lot and maybe bus stops and whatnot. But for now, it's just a place people will walk to, I think. Yeah, like I said, I think. I'm not 100% sure how it worked back then. Anyway, time lapse is coming to an end. Like I said, I know it's short, but yeah, I'll just let the last few seconds play out, and then I'll catch you in the real-time portion to show you everything I've built. Okay, so welcome to the real-time portion. Here's the finished up version of the entrance. So yeah, gone in, put in the path, put in some planters. So we did have these trees here from before, and decided to incorporate them, keep them here for the entrance. And then from here we have this nice little neat path, and we've got some azalea bushes and these alpine phacelia, I believe it's called. Yeah, phacelia. And I just rotated them a little bit so it looks a bit more like lavender, because I think lavender is a bit more realistic plant you would have in this region. And some small cypresses. Sure they'll grow up in the future, don't you worry. And here we have a wall with the name of the place. This is a font by Ricey, so I'll probably leave a link to the Steam Workshop blueprint. Really great fonts. I'll just put that in there actually. Yeah, and it doesn't even come out the other side of the wall. Yeah, so got the same thing, got flowers. I put a custom cycad in this little plant over here. And more flowers there. More makeshift lavenders and whatnot. Just planting. And then for the road, I decided to go with just have it a bit fancy and have this little brickway for carriages and ox wagons and whatnot passing through. But the main reason why I had to have this was to cover up the pathway, because it does come out a bit that way, so just to make it straight at that road. So yeah, then we have a cool entrance gates. Oh, and I did put these concrete pillars up just to stop anyone from driving a wagon or carriage into the zoo. Yeah, and then we have our two entrances. We have our two ticket booths, two windows. So yeah, I'm not sure a zoo would really get this busy, but I don't know, I guess if not busy, you just close some of the booths, and if the zoo gets busy, you would open them all. Yeah, and I did add a bit of an interior. We got some stools, a bin, some drawers over here. I wasn't too sure what to put in here. These little white things are supposed to look like ticket rolls, because, you know, that's how they sell the tickets to people. Put in cabinets and shelves. Just very simple design, mirrored on the side. So yeah, like I said, this isn't a completed part of the zoo yet. Still gotta work out some fencing. I'm not sure the extent of which I want the zoo to run this way. I'm not going to take up this entire space because it'll be way too much space, but I think for now this will be just a picnic area. I will add some buildings and maybe like a gazebo or something to make it look a bit more like a picnic area. That'll be next episode. Maybe another exhibit then also. And then also need to extend this fence, and then it'll be like a complete zoo product. And then from there we'll just keep on adding exhibits and that. Yeah, and with these big exhibits over here, eventually they will get replaced over time, so we'll add better architecture and stuff. Realistically, in zoos, modern zoos that I've seen zoos with that had two sable, and the space, like you could take one of these sections and cut them in half, and that's the space that would give to the sable, because this is way bigger than what would happen in modern times. So in these Victorian times you wouldn't really even get. Maybe with some places. My goal was to have the animals free roaming, but the game doesn't like that. So yeah, don't worry, these massive exhibits will get replaced over time as the zoo progresses, but for now they're here. Also maybe want to make a corridor through here, so that way people get to the lions, they can cut through there, between the zebra and springbok, and between the springbok and the gemsbok. The ostrich one is a probably more reasonable sized exhibit. It's not so big. Yeah, as you can see, I have started working on a wall over here to stop people from going into the estate. And I almost forgot to show you guys the entrance. I was supposed to put up a picture of the source material, the Mitchell's Park Zoo entrance, just to show you a comparison of the building, where I got it from. That'll probably be on screen now. And yeah, so I decided, instead of just having one building in the middle of the gate here, I have two on the side, so it gives a bit more of an open feel. And it looks a bit more like Johannesburg Zoo's the old entrance, where you had the entrance and then there was a big street coming along down there with exhibits on the side. Yeah, and as time progresses, the zoo will probably change from this dirt path to maybe bricks or some concrete like that. But for now, it's dirt. Yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in the next episode. Bye!